tubadde basanyufu nnyo kubanga minisita ow'ekitiibwa Mayanja azizaamu abantu amaanyi n'essuubi n'okubalaga nti gwe omuntu ali ku kibanja si lutalo, gwe omuntu ali ku kibanja si musango kubanga oli ku kibanja. Era tuweereddwa nnyo confidence ngaffe bannabibanja olw'okuba nti atukakasiza nti gwe bw'oba oli ku kibanja olina obuyinza bwonna okubeera ku kibanja kyo. N'olwekyo njagala kutegeeza abantu b'e Kassanda nti emirundi egisinga obungi ebintu bino nga bibeerawo nga bigenda mu maaso nga tufuna abantu ab'enjawulo abajja mu linnya lya landlord, simanya order from above, simanya ebitiibwa bya njawulo ne bajja okutuuka gye tuli nga tonnaba kukkirizagana n'oyo. Baako abantu naddala abakulembeze abasingaganako levels z'obukulembeze ab'enjawulo beweeyambisa okutuusikira ddala kwa RDC kubanga abantu abo naddala ab'ebibanja balina ebisuubizo bya pulezidenti w'eggwanga bye yabagamba nti gwe ow'ekibanja olina obuyinza obwenkomeredde okubeera ku kibanja kyo. Naye abantu naddala beenoonyeza ebyabwe bajja ne beeyambisa omukisa gw'okulaba ng'abantu tebamanyi ne bateekamu ebintu byabwe okutuusa ne level egobaganya abantu. Nze ng'omubaka addako sinabeera mubaka of course kubanga wali aliyo, nze ndi aspirant, naye njagala kubazaamu amaanyi nti nga gavumenti eno etulambika bulungi kubanga minisita atulaze ng'alina n'obuyinza obugobaganya akakiiko k'ebyettaka mu disitulikiti n'akayimiriza okukola olw'ensonga lw'okubanga kakola ebintu halfway ne katabituukiriza. N'olwekyo tuli basanyufu nnyo bannakassanda bannange, mbasaba okubeera abakakamu, mbasaba okubeera nga mugondera amateeka, mbasaba okutwala abakulembeze baffe ng'ekyensonga. Era wano atwadde ekyokulabirako ekya Ssenyange kansala w'omuluka gw'Escalate ate nga ye deputy mayor n'atugamba nti omusajja afuddeyo nga bamutuma ebiwandiiko n'abitwala, abatuuze n'abatwala, ebintu n'abikola. Mwebali abantu abalungi abasobola otuyamba. Toyanguyiriza nnyo okusayininga, toyanguyiriza nnyo okugabanya kibanja kyo, toyanguyiriza nnyo okukozesa abantu abo n'okkirizaganya nabo nga tewali ategedde ne bakutwalira mu nkukutu ne bakuggyako ekibanja kyo ne bassaawo ebintu byo. Waliwo amateeka, waliwo directives za president, waliwo ebiragiro ebyenjawulo ebikulambika nga gwe munakibanja okuba ng'obeera ku kibanja kyo. Siganye waliwo abantu bananyini ttaka abalina ettaka lyabwe, naye gwe engeri gye wajja ku ttaka eryo nkulu nnyo, engeri gye weesanga ng'oli ku kibanja ekyo nkulu nnyo. Olina okuba ng'olina lwaki kw'oli. N'olwekyo mbasaba mubeere bakakamu, tutambule ng'amateeka bwe gatulambika. Ebyo byonna pulezidenti bye yalagira tubitambulireko kubanga nze kyemmanyi pulezidenti waffe Yoweri Kaguta Museveni atwagala nga Bannayuganda. Talina muntu gw'ayagala kubonaabona, talina muntu gw'ayagala kubundabunda, naye ffe kennyini abantu ffe abeekolamu emirimu ne tweyawuzaamu ne twesinza amaanyi ne twesinza obuyinza. N'olwekyo mbeegayiridde tuyambagane. Naawe bw'oba ng'obadde okikola ng'ojja n'osanga awantu awali ettaka n'ogamba nti lino lyange nga tolina buyinza bwalyo, tukusaba okikomye kubanga amateeka weegali bagenda kusiba bano abantu. N'ekirala njagala kukubiriza mwenna abagula amataka ab'emikwano, siraba lwaki okwata ssente zo n'ogenda n'ogamba nze ngenze kugula mayiro ya gundi, ngenze kugula yiika 2 za gundi, naye ng'okimanyi kuli abatuuze. Funa ettaka eritaliiko bantu k'oba ogula, naye eririko abantu nga wabasangawo balina ebibanja, balina ensuku, bazimbye amayumba, balinawo bizinesi bwabwe bakolerawo. Eryo ettaka lyesonyiwe kubanga batugambye nti bw'onoogula ettaka ery'engeri eyo ojja kuba oguza empewo.
Okay, Kassanda, like you've seen, we are grappling with quite a number of land wrangles, and I think some of them emanate from the fact that we still have a lot of public land. And then we also have a lot of expired leases, and also, of course, people are coming from Kampala in terms of who are being given letters of that administration to be able to take part or administer these estates. So we are finding a lot of challenges regarding how they are managing this. And this is also attributed to the fact that most of our people are not sensitized about their rights, land rights. And Kassanda has a big population where some of them are mobile, but the ones that are on these, that are occupying these vibanja, many of them don't know what to do. And we find that sometimes they do things without even letting us know. as the leaders. But we try so hard to ensure that we sensitize them, especially during the community policy meetings we hold and also the land meetings that we hold at locus. But some of the other things that actually also cripples our sensitization is that we don't have a radio station in Kassanda. So in a way you really have to ensure that you get to the what? To the community. I have almost over 500 villages and we've tried to move to many of them. But what I've pushed with the district security committee meeting, and I've also encouraged and also informed the minister, is that we need to get on ground and be able to sensitize these people. That should be set. The minister should put emphasis and also enable us to be able to sensitize the leaders, because most of these leaders got into these positions, but then they were never oriented about what their roles are, and also those courts, the mini courts that the tribunals that we have on land. And we agreed with the G1 magistrate, because that's the court I have, that we go down and be able to...
Of land problems in Bukuya County and Kassanda. A few of them, a smaller percentage, we have been able to handle with the district security team headed by the RDC. Others, Honorable Nabakoba has been here severally, and we've been able to sort. However, there are still so many cases, some of which we didn't hear today, some of which are individual, and some of them are groups. So we are happy that today the minister has handled issues of Chisita, Buchuchuke, Chato and Busolo, and also Rubali and Chijuna. Where Rubali we have 7 LCs on the same land, and in Chijuna we have 11 LCs on the same land. So that is a significant part of the problems that we are solving, but it is not the end of it all. So we think that if we continue with the team that he has delegated to do the work here, we shall be able to solve the problem significantly. But because historically we have a lot of public land which was allocated in the era when people are already settled there, we have a lot of problems that need solving.
The fact that land issues are so many here is due, first of all, to the illiteracy. People don't know their rights. People don't know that it is their right to occupy land as occupants, and that occupancy is protected by the Constitution, and anything that contradicts that article of the Constitution is invalid. Not whether it's a court order, whether it is a non-payment of usu, it is invalid. This is a constitutional guarantee. Apart from that, it contradicts what the Constitution says, Article 236. The President using his authority under Article 98, sub-Article 1, Article 9, sub-Article 1, 2, 3, he also issued directives protecting. But the local authority, the local people don't know, they didn't know the authorities. They didn't know that the Kibanja belongs to you, that is greater, more powerful than even the title. A Kibanja holder has more rights of protection than a title holder. A title holder is not protected of occupancy. The occupancy of a title holder is not protected by law. So that's why I'm here and directing this. And I'm leaving here my assistant. She will work with the RDC here. I think she's here. She's going to work with her to ensure that all the land wrangles which they have indicated here are handled. And I've asked her to provide the office space to my legal assistant. If she can't finish it now, within the next 2 days, we shall give them about 2 days every week to come and ensure that she's helped to resolve the land issues.
Can be handled at what? At LC level, LC1, LC2 or LC3. So if they're not active and they don't know what to do, those are some of the challenges that we are facing. But local government as a ministry should also help us and ensure that the leaders, now that we are going into elective politics and people are going to elect new leaders, the first thing, they should set aside the budget to be able to cater for this. These people should be oriented about their mandate and their roles so that they can be able to handle some of these issues. Yes.
This is Bukuya, where we have a chairman of DP, the woman MP is in NUP, but then the constituency MP is NRM. I think it gives me a better opportunity because I can access these ministries without fear or favor. My brothers in Kassanda North and Kassanda South have their own challenges because they fear to go to offices where they are cabinet ministers. So as I struggle, I think other people should learn. But of course, as chairperson of the NRM in the district, I've requested the minister at an appropriate time, we are going to set up a land clinic in all of the other two constituencies of Kassanda to see that people bring their problems to the fore and we try to solve. We may not solve all of them, but some of them, as the legal counsel explained, can be solved instantly. Others need time to sort out. Yes.
I think we had a meeting with the president in Uganda, and there is something that he raised that was very pertinent about abataka and also the religious leaders, because ideally we are finding a lot of challenges because people are not being nurtured. We as the leaders, we as the mothers and fathers, people who are giving birth to these children, we are not doing much. The family, the backbone of family is not being emphasized so well because we are not nurturing people on how to be able to behave and be in communities. So my appeal, and what I always tell the community leaders and people when we have such a gathering, to ensure that all of us have a stake to play, or we have a role to play in the Uganda that we want tomorrow. The mother, the child, and also what? And also the family. Because if you do not nurture your child to be able to be responsible in this Uganda, then all of us are bound to drown. So I encourage the religious leaders and the families to ensure that that aspect of humanity and nurturing our people, because these are the leaders we are having tomorrow. So if someone is not nurtured into how to be able to behave in community, those are the challenges we are facing, be it how they are handling people and whatever they are doing in the community.
I have authority to dismiss them. I am the one who appoints them. He who appoints can disappoint. The law, I've read the law for you, but I've given them opportunity, and I've asked the LRDC to mobilize them. So they are at my office by midday this Friday to ensure that a presidential directive is executed. Not only that, any other matter which they are finding difficult, maybe because they are not being oriented, I will help them to solve it. Before I can use that other authority which gives me power to dismiss the entire board. So she is going to help in mobilizing them. Yes. Obunafu local authority. Tulina LC5 to LC1. Ebitu bino bibirawo bitya. Tulina RDC ng'alina ne diso ne iso ne wati ne gwati lwaki bibaawo. N'abalala abakule n'okuba nti oli mutuuze w'obuvunaanyizibwa. Kati leadership ways oba mailo oyo bali bena secretary b'okipaasi kwegamba we oyo omuyindi alina 00 alina mpewo aveewo bano bano abaliwo bannanyiko bafuneko ebyapa oyo omuyindi era nakyekyapa ngenda kitulamu bwe mba sikisazizaamu abo abaliko balina secretary b'okipaasi babeereko n'ekintu kya busuulu nakyo kyogeddeko bagati nti busuulu basasule busuulu etteeka ligamba occupancy terigamba nti jjayo tikiti y'obusuulu inene case gundi kooti zasalawo mu 53 nti etteeka obutawa busuulu myaka 3 is not a reason for eviction naye eyo eba civil date n'olwekyo neewunyiza kino kinene nnyo wano naye ndowooza waliwo obunafu mu leadership kuba kino mbadde sikiraba nkawala wonna kisanze wano Kassanda era kirunyizize the issues. I think the fact that land issues are so many here is due, first of all, to the illiteracy. People don't know their rights. People don't know that it is their right to occupy land as occupants, and that occupancy is protected by the Constitution, and anything that contradicts that article of the Constitution is invalid. No matter whether it's a court order, whether it is a non-payment of ushuru, it is invalid. This is a constitutional guarantee. Apart from that, it contradicts what the Constitution says, Article 230. Ate, the President using his authority under Article 98, sub-Article 1, 99, sub-Article 1, 2, 3, he also issued directives protecting. But the local authority, the local people don't know, they didn't know the authorities. They didn't know that you can't, that Kibanja belongs to you, that is greater, more powerful than even the title. A Kibanja holder has more rights of protection than the title holder. A title holder is not protected of occupancy. The occupancy of a title holder is not protected by law. So that's why I'm here and directing this. And I'm leaving here my assistant. She will work with the RDC here. I think she's here. She's going to work with her to ensure that all the land wrangles which they have indicated here are handled. And I've asked her to provide the office space to my legal assistant. If she can't finish it now, within the next 2 days, we shall give them about 2 days every week to come and ensure that she's helped to resolve the land issues.
Well, I want to thank the Minister for sending the council here. Even when she came last week, she started with teaching. Even when the RDC comes to address land issues, she starts with teaching. Even us, when we are looking for votes or when we meet our communities, we start with that. But because the problems are too many, we can't solve. I've asked the Minister to dedicate a team to come to our radio stations in Kassanda and Greater Mubende to continue teaching people their land rights and what they should be doing and what the President's instructions are. So this is going to be a continuous process which we are going to take through and see that people get to stay on their land and they develop themselves. And not that people should disturb land owners who are genuine, no, but we are fighting against fraudsters who are causing us problems here. Yes. I've been working with all these teams. I can tell you that one, there is a title which we cancelled of 11 LCs. We're using the Office of the Commissioner of Lands in Kampala in 2019. And people applied for land. We got instructions to survey. At the time of printing, out of those blocks, they created 2 new titles. The land board working with the survey team, they created new titles within that land. So I have problems with the land board. With this one, which the President directed that they give to the people, they've been telling the team leaders that one, they can't cancel the title, that two, there is another person who applied, that three, they don't have a physical plan. We went and met the cow with the team, and they say they are going to make a report. Unfortunately, it's only after the Minister wrote a directive and gave them 6 weeks to act that they now say that they have the instructions to survey, and it is only people who have delayed. Yet the problem is theirs, and that is why they are absent here. So they are also fraudsters, they need to be checked. And I only ask the Minister to give them time up to Friday, and they tell us the work plan, and we do a roadmap, and we see how we implement the President's directive. But otherwise, on another day, we would all have supported that the land board be taken, all of it, to Ruzira or something in the basement. Because if we can get problems here, that means the other places in the district, they also have similar problems. Well, I told you in the beginning that in this constituency we have 30 parishes. And in every parish, we have at least 2 land cases. So almost 70% of the population of this constituency, they are struggling, they don't sleep, they don't know what will happen tomorrow. So if you take the population of the constituency, it's about 200,000 people. And you saw from the nearly 700 people who are here, only 2 had titles. So it means that out of the population of 200,000, we may have about 120,000 people who are not comfortable where they are, who can develop their places. That is the general population, including the father, mother, and child. And the households may be less than that, but generally it is a big problem within the constituency. Kosebwa mu Bukuya wano bangi kubanga tulina emiruka 30. Naye emiruka egyo 30 buli limu lirimu enkaayana z'ettaka. Ekyokulabirako chairman w'ekijuna yayogedde wano n'agamba alina LC 11 LC 11 buli emu bw'ogibalirako amaka 2 kitegeeza nti abantu 12,200 bw'ogenda ali elubaali kuliko LC eziwera 8 bonna bw'ozibala nti no buli emu eriko amaka 2 kitegeeza abantu 16 abantu kitegeeza ye musajja omwami omu naye ng'alina abaana n'omukyala n'abala kitegeeza basukka mu mitwalo egiwera ne 10 bw'obala n'emisango emirala oba enkaayana eziri mu bifo ebirala.
Oh, I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to be here. We are so happy today we hosted the Minister for State, Honorable Mayanja Sam, who came to be with us in Bukuya County, the district of Kassanda. We had a lot of issues concerning land, and findings are saying that even our people who work for us in our office as land office has also contributed to this problem, because there is a delay. They don't tell people that, they don't tell the people the truth. They don't give them attention. They keep on promising day by day. There's nothing moving with our land board. So for that matter, I request the land board of Kassanda to at least be active. When you're working for these people are always on pressure. They are promising to take them. They are promising to chase them away. So when you delay, you're giving those people who are, you're giving the intruders chances to evict these people and to take away their property. I also request my fellow residents of Kassanda. We have gotten a chance that the minister was with us, and he so much told us about the directives of the president, that you Chibanja owner, you have the rightful ownership of that Chibanja. No one should scare you. No one should tell you, let's divide this Chibanja, let's do this. No, it is your Chibanja. You are a resident there. The government knows you. Use our leaders. Use our local chairpersons, use our councillors, up to the RDC of the district, to tell them that this is happening in my area, this is happening in my land. Please don't just move because they have said just go and you just go. Let's divide the land, you just allow and divide. Don't just sign the things you don't know. With the people are there to help you. Our minister has given us all the information concerning our land, our bibanja. We also request you to also cooperate, work with the leaders, work with our people, the security people, because together we can. But if you're one person, some things will fail you. We are so much happy. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, media. Thank you, UBC. We are so happy. I am Atkunda Rebecca, a flag bearer of the district of Kassanda, to contest for NRM as a district woman MP. Thank you for being here.
Erina force of law okukijemera obomenye mateeka nenjiwandika nga kyekendereza kakati babadde waliwo ebbalwa gye basomyawo tibanzizeemu nga bwewe busongasonga basomedde etteeka nti okusibwawo kwa land board minister yakusayininga oyo asayininga he who appoints who approves disapproves nakyo mbawadde okutusa ku Friday. Bwe banaabanga tebazze mu ofisi yange Friday okumaliriza ekintu kino tebajja kubeera na board bonna ngenda bagoba
naye Kassanda ng'erabika erina
ebinyisiza kubanga oluusi teragenda nesangayo 2-3 abalina ebyapa ebinene nga bagoba bantu kati wano kiri kumpi buli muntu buli wantu kineewunyisiza nnyo era kyenvudde ngira my personal research assistant nsazeewo okumuleka wano era ajja kugira nga twali mu ofisi ya RDC agende ng'akennenya ensonga one by one ajje tudatukonde ngambye nti bwe binaaba nga tebiwedde mu nnaku ezisooka njamu wange ennaku 2